Good afternoon and welcome to the Region 1 Championship here at Lubbock Christian University. It's the Canyon Lady Eagles and the Glen Lady Tigers for a chance to go to the Alamo Dome next weekend in the UIL State Tournament. Good afternoon, I'm Rob Matthews, courtside here at Lubbock Christian University for today's regional final. These two teams played here last night, and both winners will get into those games last night. Also hear from Coach Ramsey Gazelle of the Glen Lady Tigers before this game as we count down to tip-off. This is the Glen Screen Printing pregame show. We'll take a 30-second break and be back on the Glen Sports Network.
The kids' stuff, being on the road, working at my ranch, I don't always have time to focus on everyday tasks like banking. That's why I rely on the First Financial Bank mobile app. I can pull out my phone anytime, anywhere, and handle my banking business in seconds. And if I need to talk to someone, a friendly, helpful voice is only a phone call away. Take your time back with First Financial Bank's mobile banking. First Financial Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Lubbock Christian University, the Rip Griffin Center here in Lubbock for today's regional finals between the Lady Eagles of Canyon and the Lady Tigers of Glen Rose. How these two teams got here: Canyon winners last night over Decatur by 22 points, 48-26. They defeated Fort Stockton in the by-district round, defeated Clint in the area round, knocked off district champion Seminole in the regional quarterfinals, and as we mentioned last night, defeating Decatur. Glen Rose, they won last night over Randall. They beat Sweetwater in the by-district round, Bridgeport in the area round, and knocked off the number 3 Levelland Loboettes by 35 points on Monday night to advance here to the regional tournament, and then their win last night over the Lady Raiders of Randall. This is the 18th year in a row that the Lady Eagles of Canyon have been at this regional tournament. Unheard of stats in any program. 18 times in a row to make it to the regional tournament. They've been to the state tournament 28 times. They've won the state tournament 20 times. So this particular team, some of these girls might have been on the last state championship team for Canyon. But while these girls were growing up, it's just they know they're going to Lubbock to play in the regional tournament the last weekend in February, and they just expect to be here. And they showed that last night. The moment not too big for them last night as they knocked off Decatur by 22 in a very well-coached team here from Canyon. Lady Tigers looking to make a repeat trip back to San Antonio after their appearance there last year in the state tournament. They lost in the semifinals, looking to change that here this year with a win today and then hopefully get to the state tournament. Yeah. Okay. Other games taking place today, the other regional finals over in Region 2 at Texas A&M University in Commerce. The Region 2 final at 3 o'clock this afternoon. That's Canton versus Dallas Lincoln. In Region 3 down at Bryan High School, that game is about to tip off in 11 minutes. It's Waco La Vega and Madisonville. And then in Region 4 down at Texas A&M Kingsville, it's Fredericksburg and Boerne for the third time as they are from the same district in District 27 down there, Fredericksburg and Boerne in the regional finals. And so 4 of those 8 teams that we just mentioned are going to be at the Alamo Dome next Friday in the state semifinals, and one of them will be the winner of this game here. We'll take a break and be back with more of the Glen Screen Printing pregame show. This is Glen Lady Tigers basketball on the Glen Sports Network.
Polish Family Dental is located here in Glen Rose. We offer general and cosmetic dentistry. A few of our perks is we have a discount plan if you do not have insurance. If you are someone with insurance, we accept PPO policies. We can fit you in for same-day emergencies, and we also offer care credit. If you are wanting to be a new patient with us, you can visit us at 104 Spanish Oak Trail. Give us a call at 254-897-3143, and we would love to talk to you and get you scheduled. And as for that, go Tigers!
Welcome back to Lady Tigers basketball, taking on the Canyon Lady Eagles here in the regional finals at LCU in Lubbock. A Paris officiating chapter here today in close connection to that officiating crew. We'll talk about that later on possibly. No connection to the team, obviously, but one official, and I have a connection that probably is unlikely. We'll let you know about that in a little bit. Looking at these two rosters, first for Canyon, Ty Wright. She is a sophomore. Brooklyn Kinsey, she's a junior. Her dad is actually doing the Canyon radio broadcast down the way, Lucas Kinsey. Number 3, Ileana Hernandez, a senior. Number 4 is Sydney Winfrey. She's a junior, and the Winfrey name is, when you think of Canyon, if you've been around Canyon here lately, it's, man, they've got some talented daughters going through that program. Cambry Grazer, she's a sophomore. Dannison Woodruff, a junior. Townley Wheeler, she's a sophomore. Teresa Mode, only a freshman. Briley Posey, she's a sophomore. Kale Cameron, a senior. Addison Cunningham, number 20, she is a sophomore as well. Jaylee Moss, a junior. Emma Black, she's a sophomore. Carly Hutchison, she's a senior. Sophomores to round out the roster, Hadley Johnson, number 24, and Baylor Thomas, number 32. That's the roster for the Canyon Lady Eagles as we count down to the Glen Rose Pest Control opening tip. For the Lady Tigers, Aubrey Schulke, a junior. Addison Treppa, a freshman. Grace Booth, a senior on this team. She wears number 10. Number 11, Bryn Hasty. Number 13, Abigail Bunt. Number 15, Alexis Reinders, the junior. Number 20 is Jewel Morris. She's a senior. Brooklyn Peterson is a junior. She's number 21. Charlie Overbow, number 22. Lily Melton, the junior point guard, is number 23. Tyler Proctor is a sophomore. She's number 34. Henley Watkins, a freshman. Number 40. Number 41, Amy Flippin. And number 44, Isabel Garcia Flippin, a senior on the roster. Coached by Ramsey Gazelle. The Lady Eagles coached by Tate Lombard of Canyon. We'll tell you what, we talked to Coach Gazelle before the game, and this is what Coach Gazelle had to say about today's matchup. Right here with Coach Gazelle before the regional finals. Coach, a big win last night. Just take us through last night's victory and against the Randall Raiders.
I thought we played good. I don't think it was one of our best games, honestly. We played good and built up a lead, but we had some error, especially defensively. You know, it kind of got we score, you score a little bit. And I told our girls, you know, we're going to change that around in this game. We're going to have to lock up defensively. You know, now Randall does some good things and Canyon does some good things. We got to be a little more glued in on the defensive end.
I guess between those two teams, they seem totally different. Is it hard to compare, you know, what you did against Randall and how they played each other in district play and then you versus Canyon today? No,
other than, you know, we just got to be better and better help position. That's true for any game. Lily did a great job on 12, and when she drove, we just weren't where we needed to be. And, you know, we for Canyon, we got to be those places. You got to be disciplined on our help defense where we got to be.
So last night, Sanchez had a big night. She's just a pure shooter. It seems like she can score from anywhere. I didn't see that type of shooter on Canyon's team. They seem more of a well-balanced program.
Yeah, they definitely don't have any girl that shoots it to that volume. But 21, and really all the Canyon girls can really shoot it, but 21's probably special with her shooting. She's a lights-out shooter, and Decatur last night, yesterday was face guarding her a lot and don't let her have it. But we got to find them all on the shooting part, but she's definitely a top-notch shooter.
What did you see out of that Decatur Canyon team and what Decatur was doing that might give you some insight of what you're going to do today?
Honestly, we kind of play them a lot different, mate. So what I saw with Decatur was a lot more pressure on the ball and kind of pressuring out on stuff, and we're a lot more, sag man. We want to pressure the ball, but we're not going to be out on everyone at all times. They're kind of daring Canyon to drive, and I thought Canyon hurt them with that, and Canyon just locked them down defensively. They put on a really good defensive clinic, and, that's what we got to do today. It could be a defensive battle, and we got to make sure we're holding them down.
Canyon, they're used to coming here and playing in this tournament. You were the defending champion of this tournament. What will you tell your girls before you bring them out on the court before the tip?
I mean, man, you're playing for history. You're playing for a chance to go to San Antonio. They've worked their tails off to get here. They've done everything right to get to this point. They've earned it. They've earned their way. We just need to go perform. Enjoy the moment and perform.
Good luck today.
Thank you.
That's Coach Gazelle. We'll be back with more of the Glen Rose Screen Printing pregame show in a moment on the Glen Rose Sports Network. Welcome back to Lady Tigers Championship Basketball here on the Glen Rose Sports Network. Rob Matthews courtside here at the Rip Griffin Center in Lubbock. Looking at last night's game between these two teams, Canyon wins it last night over Decatur 48-26. They had 14 points out of Sydney Winfrey, 10 rebounds out of Cambry Grazer. And Winfrey, her stat line is impressive. 5 of 8 from the field, 2 of 3 from behind the arc, 2 for 2 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds for her. She had 14 points, 3 assists, and had 3 steals. They shot 42% from the field last night on 16 of 38 shooting. As we mentioned, 5 of 8 from 3. That's 62.5% from behind the arc, and then 73% from the free throw line. They had 14 points off turnovers, 20 in the paint, 11 second chance points, 2 fast breaks, and 8 points off the bench. Their largest lead of the night was 24 late in the fourth quarter. Had a 12-0 run in the second quarter. There was only one lead change in the ball game, and that's when Canyon took the lead early in the first quarter and never looked back. They had the lead for 26 minutes and 28 seconds last night over the Decatur Lady Eagles. For the Glen Rose Lady Tigers last night, they had 20 points out of Grace Booth and 21 points out of Amy Flippin. Booth with 10 rebounds and 5 steals. She had a nice night on set, 9 of 17 shooting. Amy Flippin was 8 of 12 shooting, and she was also 1 for 1 from behind the arc. Don't see the 6'4" post shoot many three-pointers. She stepped back and let one rip and nailed it. She was also 4 for 6 from the free throw line with 8 rebounds. Lady Tigers shot 42.3%, 22 of 52 from the field, only 3 of 19 from behind the arc, and then 13 of 19 from the free throw line at 68.4. You want to see that free throw percentage be better today. You also want to see that three-point percentage be better today, especially with Alexis Reinders. Last night, only 1 of 5 from the three-point line. And I want to see Alexis get the ball in and put it in the hole early, and so she can kind of shake that off. Looked like maybe she was pressing a little bit last night. The Lady Tigers had 24 points off turnovers, 38 points in the paint. They had 14 second chance points, 7 fast breaks, 3 off the bench. The Lady Tigers led the entire way except for 35 seconds when it was tied 0-0, 31 minutes and 25 seconds is the lead time last night. No lead changes. It was never tied. Largest lead for the Lady Tigers last night was 28. See, they bled that down to a little bit there late. Coach Gazelle took his starters out and played all the subs to bleed the clock and let that rest period start just a few minutes early for his starters because he knows what kind of game he's in today here. Scoring run last night. They had an 11-0 run there in the first quarter last night against Canyon Randall. That's a look at last night's games. As we get ready for this one, the warm-ups are over. Canyon out on the court getting ready for their starting lineups as the clock now under a minute before we get to the national anthem. It's going to be Canyon in their white Under Armour jerseys, purple Canyon across the chest as always with purple numbers front and back for the Lady Eagles of Canyon, coached by Tate Lombard. Lady Tigers in their red jerseys again tonight, or this afternoon. Glen Rose across the chest in white. They have gray numbers front and back, playing again on this court where they won this same game against this same team last year. They won the semifinals last year against the same team as they won it this year. So hopefully history repeats itself today if you're a Glen Rose Lady Tiger fan, and if you wear the purple and white of Canyon, you're hoping to change that luck and punch your ticket back to San Antonio, a place where the Lady Eagles are very, very familiar. We'll take a break and be back after the national anthem for our starting lineups. This is Lady Tigers Championship Basketball on the Glen Rose Sports Network.
Sexton Mill sits just off the Glen Rose Square on the Paluxy River and is a must-stop for great food, cold drinks, live music, and tons of family fun. Sexton Mill is the oldest family-owned business in Somerville County, starting in the early 1960s as the place for your feed, seed, and fertilizer, and a place where all the locals sat and visited. Today, the Sextons continue to open their doors to your family as a perfect spot on the river to hang out and enjoy a great time. Find a spot inside the historic building or sit outside along the river under the trees while the kids feed the ducks. Sexton Mill, a very proud supporter of everything Glen Rose Tigers.
Are you already thinking about what you're going to eat next? Come to Big Cup Eatery and get your food and drinks. Did you know we're known for the biggest biscuits in Texas? We offer breakfast all day, American and Mexican food. Sweet Tooth, we've got you covered there too. We're open 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. We offer dine-in, deck seating, delivery, catering, and so much more. Big group? We have plenty of seating, so come on in. Located in Glen Rose, come to Big Cup Eatery.
In the world of sports, every second counts. And when it comes to your orthopedic needs, time is of the essence too. Introducing Cross Timbers Orthopedics. Led by a team of elite specialists, we analyze every detail to provide accurate diagnoses designed to get you moving again as quickly as possible. There's only one team trusted by the pros, the official physicians of Tarleton State. Cross Timbers Orthopedics, a legacy in motion. Visit our website or call now to schedule your appointment.
You know, when it comes to protecting things that are important, trust Texas Quality Structures. Texas Quality Structures has a huge selection of wood and metal sheds, garages, carports, barns, and cabins. Texas Quality Structures has locations in Glen Rose and Stephenville. Visit them at texasqualitystructures.com. Ask them about their monthly specials. Texas Quality Structures, where we've got you covered.
Welcome back to Rip Griffin Center here in Lubbock. Lady Tigers being introduced at the moment here at the regional tournament. Starting lineups for the Glen Rose Lady Tigers. Grace Booth, number 10. Number 5 is Abigail Bunt. Number 15, Alexis Reinders. Number 23, Lily Melton. Number 41, Amy Flippin. That's a starting lineup for the Glen Rose Lady Tigers. Starters for Canyon today is going to be Ty Wright, number 1. Number 3 is Ileana Hernandez. Number 4 is Sydney Winfrey. Number 5, Cambry Grazer, and number 21, Jaylee Moss. That'll be the starting lineups for the Lady Eagles. As we get ready to go here at the Rip Griffin Center, Rob Matthews bringing you today's action. If you're listening on the Glen Rose Sports Network audio stream, welcome. We see lots of you tuned in on that. If you're watching on social media, scoreboard, or on our at Glen Rose Sports Network on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter, you can listen to the broadcast on there and see the score bug. And if you're watching on NFHS for today's broadcast, welcome to the broadcast. Glen Rose Canyon fans, welcome. This officiating crew out of the Paris chapter, and as we mentioned earlier, a close tie. I have a close personal tie to one of these officials. Didn't know it until yesterday when he showed up, but one of the officials here was actually the preacher at my wedding. I don't know what's more surprising, that I had a wedding or that he's here doing the game. But anyway, good to see Mr. Jace Waller here doing the game. He's a West Texas guy. Used to live down the road in Seminole and now lives up in Paris. He'll be throwing the ball up today here for this regional final. All right, all the practices are in the books. We're ready to roll here in Lubbock. Lady Tigers will be going from left to right. The Lady Eagles going right to left here at the Rip Griffin Center. Ball is up, and the Lady Tigers will control it. And Melton has it across the midcourt stripe. Looks right side to Booth on the wing, looking inside at Flippin. They've got a double team down there. Sydney Winfrey, they get it into Flippin. She puts it up and she's fouled, and it goes in, and automatically a foul is going to be called on Sydney Winfrey. We saw Winfrey really battling last night with Braylon Peck of Decatur, and she draws the duties today to try to handle Amy Flippin. It's a different animal than what she had last night. The score 2-0. The first shot, or the only shot, free throw is up and good. Julia Plaster, State Farm free throw is good for Amy Flippin. And now it's going to be Canyon with their first offensive set. Right on the left side, throws it around right side to Grazer. Now in the corner is going to be Hernandez. Back up top to Jaylee Moss. Swings it around left side. The Lady Tigers in more of a zone look here against Canyon. Hernandez, I wonder how many winks of sleep Coach Gazelle got last night after watching Canyon. I know he's always thinking. He probably stayed awake drawing up stuff on the hotel napkin. Top of the key, Ileana Hernandez almost traveled with it as she wanted to go to Moss. Couldn't get it there. Now right, and now back to Hernandez. Approaching the 1 minute mark here in the first quarter. Sonic first quarter. They get it to Grazer. Out to right. She'll drive baseline. She's cut off by Reinders. And now right side to Moss. Moss cut off at the top of the key. And now to Grazer. Has it knocked away. A loose ball picked up by Amy Flippin. And now the Lady Tigers have it going the other way. Booth Dribbles down to the top of the key. Thought about driving. Now she throws right side to Reinders. A long pass to Bunt on the left side. Looking to get it into Flippin. A 3-ball in the corner by Melton is up and no good. And it's going to be tipped by Booth and picked up by Hernandez and Canyon across the blue stripe here at the Rip Griffin Center. Hernandez, top of the key. Dribbles over left side. Melton to cut her off. Now back up top to Ty Wright. Moss on the right wing. Now back to Moss again. Back to Wright. Being very patient. They try to throw it inside. It's tipped away by Melton. Melton comes up with the basketball up the left sideline. And she'll pick her dribble up and get it to Booth. Booth will drive the baseline. A spin move as she tries to get to the paint. Loses it as Ty Wright takes it from her in the paint. Looked like she was going to try to dribble behind her back, and she lost the basketball. 6 minutes left here in the first quarter. Thanks to Sonic driving for bringing it to us. Right side looking at Ty Wright in front of the Tigers bench. 3-0 your score on the Glen Rose Insurance Agency scoreboard. Winfrey out to Moss. She'll fire an impatient three. It's off the rim. No good. A rebound on the backside by Grace Booth. And now up the court to Melton. Melton's going to drive, gets to the baseline, throws it to Bunt on the far side, has a three, didn't shoot it. Now back up top to Booth. They'll run the Glen Rose offense here. 5:33 to go in the Sonic first quarter. Melton take over top of the key. Canyon now maybe more of a man-to-man defense. Booth at the elbow, looking down low. Now outside to Ryder. She'll shoot the three. It's on the mark, but just too strong. A rebound Flippin. It's going to be tipped out as she missed the shot, and then tipped out by Amy Flippin. It's going to be Canyon basketball. On the baseline, Cambry Grazer will throw it in. Sophomore for Coach Lombard. Approaching the 5-minute mark here in the first quarter. Right to the right side to Hernandez. Good defense so far out of these Lady Tigers. And they get it inside to Winfrey, and Winfrey will put it off the glass and in. Winfrey was wide open on the short corner. A defensive lap right when I was bragging on their defense. They leave Winfrey, the leading scorer of last night's game, wide open under the basket. Right side to Booth, 2-3 your score. Glen Rose with the lead. Melton a straightaway three-pointer off the rim, no good. A rebound by Grazer, and now Canyon pushing it the other way. Goes cross-court pass to Hernandez. Moss picks up her dribble at the top of the key. Now to Hernandez. They get it inside to Grazer, and they kick it back out to Moss. Moss with some height and some size and plays mostly out around the three-point line. Winfrey down low, working against Flippin. They get it in the short corner, kick it back out to Moss. A long three for Moss is off the back iron. A rebound on the backside by Reinders. And now Reinders is going to dribble it out and bring it down for Glen Rose. 4 minutes left here in the Sonic first quarter. No fouls called yet here. One foul. That was in the opening seconds. Booth, a pull-up jumper in the lane off the back iron, rattles around, no good. A rebound by Winfrey. And now Hernandez will set up the Canyon offense right side to Jaylee Moss. 3:42 to go in the Sonic first quarter. Lob pass in to Winfrey, and Tigers get their hands on it. Winfrey has it blocked from behind by Flippin. Gets her own rebound and kicks it out to Jaylee Moss. Top of the key to Hernandez. Now back to Moss. Back to Hernandez on the right side. Really trying to work the zone defense over there on the sideline. To get it into Grazer, loses the ball and kicks it back out to Hernandez. They'll reset here. A low-scoring ball game, 3-2. Almost 5 minutes gone by in the Sonic first. Hernandez left side. The Glen Rose fans chanting defense from the opening possession. Grazer's going to drive and be fouled at the basket by Amy Flippin. That'll be her first personal foul. And it's going to send Grazer to the line to shoot free throws. Free throws brought to you by Glen Rose Family Dental. First shot for Cambry Grazer is up and it's good. Ties the ball game up. Sub coming in is going to be number 20, Addison Cunningham. She'll come in for Hernandez for the Eagles. Grazer's second shot is up and it rattles around and falls in. Canyon with their first lead of the day at 4-3. Clock rolling here under 3 minutes. Booth, Bunt down low to Flippin at the block, puts it up, has it knocked out of her hands and then picked up by Winfrey. Cunningham bring it down for the Eagles. Left side to right. Now over in the corner, they get it to Winfrey going to the basket. She puts it off the glass and good. Sydney Winfrey, and now a whistle in the Starry Sky Training Center timeout on the court. We'll take it with them. A full timeout for Coach Gazelle. We'll take it with them and be back on the Glen Rose Sports Network.
Los Primos Mexican Restaurant and Cantina at 902 Northeast Big Bend Trail in Glen Rose is open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m., serving the best authentic Mexican dishes in Somerville County, tacos, nachos, enchiladas, and more. Dine in or call for takeout at 254-897-2377. Everyone loves the best tacos in town. Come on down to Los Primos Mexican Restaurant and Cantina today. Go Tigers!
Boyd Plumbing is a combat veteran-owned company and has been serving the Glen Rose area for over 20 years, specializing in commercial and residential plumbing. We offer a wide range of services, including leak repairs, water heater inspections, drain line cleanouts, and much more. Call us today at 254-897-3692 for all your plumbing needs. Boyd Plumbing. We want to be your hometown plumber.
Aaron Watson for First Financial Bank.
Between the kids' stuff,
Going to get back to First Financial Bank here in just one moment as they throw the ball in. Booth, top of the key out of that Starry Sky Training Center timeout. Alexis Reinders throws right side to Bunt. Now Reinders looks at a three, won't shoot it. And now Booth, top of the key. 6-3, Canyon leads. Booth going to the basket. High off the glass, it's good. Grace Booth with an outstanding move there at the basket, and it makes the score 5-6 now. Canyon with the lead. Left side to Grazer. Over in the corner, that's Cunningham. Now to right in the far right corner for the Lady Eagles. Winfrey looks at a three. She'll shoot it straight away. It's off the rim. No good. A rebound off the rim by Grace Booth. And Winfrey knows where that gray line is. They have the ball pushed away. A whistle and a foul called as Grace Booth is fouled by Ty Wright. I think it's going to be on number 1. It is on Ty Wright. That'll be her first personal foul. Peterson's going to come in for Flippin. Minute 32 to go here in the first. 6-5. Canyon leads on the Glen Rose Insurance scoreboard. Bunt will throw it in for the Lady Eagles. Gets it into Melton. Almost lost it as she went to the floor. Keeps her dribble. Now back up top to Reinders. Reinders a couple dribbles to the left. Now she'll come around off a screen from Peterson. Now back it out. Throw to Bunt on the left side. Coach Gazelle said you're going to have to play very well today to win this ball game, and that's what it looks like here today. Nice move by Reinders. Pull-up jumper at the free throw line. No good. A rebound by Winfrey. And now Cunningham will push it right to left across the big Chaparral logo at midcourt. Moss wants to drive on Booth. She goes to the basket. Booth swats it out of her hand, and they say touch last by Moss. It's going to be Glen Rose basketball. Subs coming in for the Lady Eagles, number 2, Brooklyn Kinsey, and also the freshman Teresa Mode coming in. 57.8 seconds left here in the Sonic first quarter. Get it into Reinders. And now back to Melton. She'll run the offense. So Melton's going to back it out, throws left side to Bunt. In a very low-scoring game compared to what we've been used to over the past several weeks. Booth looked at her three. She'll decide against it, kick it out to Melton. And Melton will drive the paint, puts it off the glass. It throws off the rim and no good. A rebound by Grazer just off the side of the rim. 30 seconds now. Canyon with the basketball, and Coach Lombard saying, all right, we're going to go to our play that we run here to get one shot. They'll probably put the ball in the air and shoot it with about 5 seconds on this clock here. 18 on the clock right now. Top of the key is going to be Addison Cunningham. Tigers down 5-6. Moss wants to drive with 9 seconds. Kicks it back out. They're swinging around to Cunningham in the corner. Grazer, 5 seconds on the clock. Now they're going to try to make something work. Grazer's going to pull up and shoot a three. It's short, an air ball, and it goes out of bounds. And that's how the first quarter will end. It's 6-5 on the Glen Rose Insurance Agency scoreboard. Canyon with the lead. Thanks to Sonic Drive-In for bringing us the first quarter. We'll be back with the Western Wealth Advisors second quarter in a moment on the Glen Rose Sports Network.
being on the road, working at my ranch, I don't always have time to focus on everyday tasks like banking. That's why I rely on the First Financial Bank mobile app. I can pull out my phone anytime, anywhere, and handle my banking business in seconds. And if I need to talk to someone, a friendly, helpful voice is only a phone call away. Take your time back with First Financial Bank's mobile banking. First Financial Bank, member FDIC.
Polish Family Dental is located here in Glen Rose. We offer general and cosmetic dentistry. A few of our perks is we have a discount plan if you do not have insurance. If you are someone with insurance, we accept PPO policies. We can fit you in for same-day emergencies, and we also offer care credit. If you are wanting to be a new patient with us, you can visit us at 104 Spanish Oak Trail. Give us a call at 254-897-3143, and we would love to talk to you and get you scheduled. And as for that, go Tigers!
Sexton Mill sits just off the Glen Road.
All right, we'll get back to Sexton Mill here in just 1 second. Sponsor to the broadcast here this afternoon. And it's going to be Canyon with the basketball. Start things off. In the first quarter, Lori Mills Clark Real Estate scoring. It was a three-pointer right here by Moss. Let's see. It's going to make the score 9-5. Reinders in the midcourt. Inside the paint, a lob pass underneath the flipping. A whistle and a foul called. 3 seconds in the lane is what they call. And it's going to be a turnover back to the Lady Eagles, 9-5. Here on the Glen Rose Insurance Agency scoreboard. Canyon with the lead. Western Wealth Advisors second quarter. Right, top of the key, throws right side to Jaylee Moss. Inside to Grazer. Short corner to Winfrey. She wants to drive baseline. Goes up and a reverse layup, no good. A rebound, fought for by Booth. Now Booth will shake him on the dribble. Drives to the free throw line. Up and under move. Kick out to Reinders. An H5 construction three-pointer, no good. It's going to be pulled off the rim by Moss. And that one had a great chance, just didn't fall in. Left side is going to be Ty Wright for Canyon. Going the other way. 6:49 and counting here in the second quarter. Kick it out to Hernandez on the right side. Melton comes out to greet her. Left side Moss looks at a three. Now she'll drive. A 15-footer's up and good for Jaylee Moss. She got 5 points here in this quarter, and the lead now 11-5. A 6-point advantage for the Lady Eagles. Decatur defeated Canyon by 1 earlier in the season in overtime. And last night, Canyon returned the favor by 22. Booth looks at a three. She won't shoot it. Goes to the lane. Up and under move. Off the glass. No good. A rebound by Winfrey, but a whistle and a foul called. I think it's going to be on Grace Booth. It is going to be on Grace Booth. That'll be her first personal foul. So you've got Booth and Flippin with fouls here. Left side, Canyon with the basketball to Ty Wright as we approach the 6-minute mark here in the first half. Kicks it out to Moss on the right wing. Lady Tigers kind of in a man-to-man defense here against Canyon. Went to a zone early in the first quarter. Grazer will shoot the three. It's good for Grazer. And Coach Gazelle stands up, and he wants a timeout to talk about this and not let Canyon get too far out in front. They're up by 9 here with 5:46 left here in the Western Wealth Advisors second quarter. A full timeout on the court. We'll take it with them. This is Lady Tigers Championship Basketball on the Glen Rose Sports Network. Out of that Starry Sky Training Center timeout on the court, it's 14-5. Coach Gazelle needed to talk about some adjustments out of his girls. That's why he played the schedule he played in the preseason, so they get into these kind of situations. However, it's been since the first game in January since they found themselves behind on the scoreboard like this, down right now 14-5. Got to play through it. Schulke's going to check in a three left side. She kills off the rim. No good. A rebound by Reinders. Reinders drives baseline, puts it off the glass. It rattles around and just falls out. Didn't fall. Great shot there by Alexis, but it wouldn't find the hole. Over in the corner, Ty Wright for three. It's good. Makes the score now 12 points. It's 17-5. Canyon definitely hitting shots, familiar with this gym. They played their regional quarterfinal game in here against Seminole. They get this into flipping, knocked out of her hands by Winfrey. And now they kick it back up to Melton. 4:58 to go here in the first half of play. Reinders right side Melton. She'll drive baseline. Bounce pass over to Schulke. She loses it, and it's going to be a whistle and a foul called. It's going to be on number 1, Ty Wright, I believe, as she jumped on Schulke's back while she was trying to pick up the ball. It's going to be 2 fouls now on Wright. She'll leave. Dennison Woodruff will come in for Canyon. 17-5. Got to focus back in, not get shell-shocked right here. You're the number 1 team in the state. You get everybody's best effort, and that's what you're going to get out of Canyon here this afternoon. Booth, top of the key. Left side to Reinders. The shot is off the glass, no good. A rebound, flip and put back, no good. Gets her own rebound, has it knocked out of her hands. A whistle and a foul called on Winfrey. That's going to be 2 on her. That'll be her second as she knocked the ball out of Flippin's hands. They're saying that it was on the floor, not on the shot. So it'll be Glen Rose basketball from the baseline. 4:33 on the clock. 17-5 on the Glen Rose Insurance Agency scoreboard. Canyon with the lead. Reinders throws it in to Melton. Looks at a three, won't shoot it. Left side, Reinders gets it into Flippin. Has it knocked away, but Booth comes up with a loose ball. Booth in traffic, off the back iron, no good. A rebound off the rim by Winfrey. Now Hernandez brings it across midcourt. You've got to play some good defense. Played really good defense early in the first quarter, but so far they've hit 11 points, 3 threes here in this quarter. Lady Tigers have not scored, and this has been 4 minutes since they last scored. Or at least 4 minutes gone in this quarter. Hernandez brings it back up, and now Canyon might start slowing things down just a little bit. Not really playing the stall game, but not in a hurry. Moss over on the baseline, throws it back up to Winfrey. Pump fake, she'll drive. Kick out to Hernandez. A long three-pointer by Ileana Hernandez. No good. A rebound to Lily Melton. H5 Construction brings us our three-pointers, but the Lady Tigers haven't hit one yet today. Had an old-fashioned three-pointer there with a flip and bucket and a foul. Melton goes to the basket, throws it up in the air. No good. A rebound by Moss. Grazer will bring it into the front court for Canyon. They throw it left side to Woodruff. She's cut off at the baseline, loses the ball, and stolen by Melton. Melton just took it away from her, and now Melton will run the offense, trying to beat them down the court. Can't get it done. Up to Booth. She'll look at a three. Didn't shoot it, though. Reinders a three. Off the rim. No good. A rebound put back by Grace Booth, and it stops the scoring drought. It makes it a 10-point lead, 17-7. Hernandez into the front court for the Lady Eagles. Winfrey, top of the key, swings it left side to Cunningham. She'll shoot the three left side. It's good. Cunningham, that's 4 3-pointers here in this ball game in this quarter to make the score 20-7. And the Lady Tigers find themselves down by 13 points with 2.5 to go here in the Western Wealth Advisors second quarter. Bounce pass into Booth. Puts it on the floor, has it taken away, but knocks it back out to Reinders. Reinders will drive the paint, elbow in the back. Reinders off the glass, no good. A rebound by Winfrey underneath, and now they'll push it the other way. Hernandez into the front court for Canyon. Crossover, now she's going to bring it out and let some time expire here in this quarter and run some patient Canyon offense here. They get it into Moss on the right corner, right elbow. She'll drive, has it knocked out of her hands. A loose ball picked up in a whistle. And a timeout called by Coach Gazelle. Starry Sky Training Center timeout, a 30-second break for the Lady Tigers. We'll keep it here for this break. It has been, in this quarter, all Canyon. 14-2 run here in this quarter. They were only leading by 1 going into the second quarter, but now leading by 13 points, a 20-7 lead. Canyon over the number 1 team in the state, Glen Rose Lady Tigers. Clock stopped right now at Rip Griffin Center with 2:03 on the Glen Rose Insurance Agency scoreboard. A quick break. There was a loose ball there, and Coach Gazelle might have been a quick draw on that timeout. He got it. But Amy Flippin and Melton were there. Coach Gazelle must have seen something about to happen that wasn't going to work in their favor. Flippin kicks it back out. Melton, H5 Construction three-pointer. Off the rim, no good. A rebound by Flippin. Gets it off the glass. It's good. And they're going to say a foul on Flippin. That's going to be 2 fouls on Amy now. Two fouls on Amy Flippin. 1:46 to go in the Western Wealth Advisors second mode. Top of the key for Canyon. Throws over to Grazer. She'll bring it left side and now gets it to Cunningham. 20-7 your score. Got to get Flippin out of the game here in a moment, and it's hard to, though. You got to have her in there. You can't afford any more fouls on Amy Flippin right now. Moss covered up by Booth at the top of the key. Cunningham on the left wing brings it back up top. Now right side to Mode. They'll let the clock run here, back it out, and be very patient here with a 13-point lead in the second. Moss is going to drive baseline and kicks it back up top to Mode. Mode will take it to the basket against Melton, puts it up, and it's good. Mode with a right-handed drive, the freshman takes it up and lays it in. It's 22-7. Only 7 points the Lady Tigers have been able to score here against this Canyon defense. Canyon really has come in here with a good plan. They get it into Flippin. They all collapse on Amy. Has it knocked out of her hands. Kick out Melton. Melton wants to drive baseline and kicks it out to Reinders. Up top, Booth. Three-pointer. H5 Construction three-pointer is good for Grace Booth. The first one of the day, and the score is now 22-10. Cunningham across the Big Blue Bird at midcourt. Mode into the front court as we have 20 seconds left here in the first half of play. Be nice if we could get the ball back and cut this to a single-digit lead, but right now down to 12. That's hopefully manageable. Maybe some of the air will come out of this Canyon team in the halftime break. You see that happen sometimes. Right side to Lucas, or to Kinsey. They throw it left side, and the buzzer goes off. It's no good. Moss shot the three at the buzzer. It will not count. It didn't go in anyway. We go to the break. 22-10, your score on the Glen Rose Insurance Agency scoreboard. The Canyon Lady Eagles lead it here in the regional finals. Thanks to Western Wealth Advisors for bringing us our second quarter. We'll take a break and be back. This is Lady Tigers basketball on the Glen Rose Sports Network.
On the Paluxy River and is a must-stop for great food, cold drinks, live music, and tons of family fun. Sexton Mill is the oldest family-owned business in Somerville County. Starting in the early 1960s, it's the place for your feed, seed, and fertilizer, and a place where all the locals sat and visited. Today, the Sextons continue to open their doors to your family as a perfect spot on the river to hang out and enjoy a great time. Find a spot inside the historic building or sit outside along the river under the trees while the kids feed the ducks. Sexton Mill, a very proud supporter of everything Glen Rose Tigers.
Are you already thinking about what you're going to eat next? Come to Big Cup Eatery and get your food and drinks. Did you know we're known for the biggest biscuits in Texas? We offer breakfast all day, American and Mexican food. Sweet Tooth, we've got you covered there too. We're open 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. We offer dine-in, deck seating, delivery, catering, and so much more. Big group, we have plenty of seating, so come on in. Located in Glen Rose, come to Big Cup Eatery.
In the world of sports, every second counts. And when it comes to your orthopedic needs, time is of the essence too. Introducing Cross Timbers Orthopedics. Led by a team of elite specialists, we analyze every detail to provide accurate diagnoses designed to get you moving again as quickly as possible. There's only one team trusted by the pros, the official physicians of Tarleton State. Cross Timbers Orthopedics, a legacy in motion. Visit our website or call now to schedule your appointment.
Welcome back to Lady Eagles basketball. Lady Tigers basketball, too, here in the regional tournament. Canyon Lady Eagles taking on the Glen Rose Lady Tigers here in the Glen Rose Sports Network. All right, halftime scoring, Lori Mills Clark Real Estate. Halftime scoring individual looks like this. You've got 7 points out of Grace Booth, 3 out of Amy Flippin, and that's it. You've got 10 points. The defense from Canyon has been outstanding here in this first half. For the Canyon Lady Eagles, it is 3 points out of Ty Wright, 4 points from Sydney Winfrey, 5 out of Cambry Grazer, 21 points. Excuse me, 21. Jaylee Moss is 21. She has 5 points. Teresa Mode has 2. Dennison Woodruff has 3. And that's how they have 22 here at the half and lead the Lady Tigers 22-10. I'll get into these numbers just a little bit more. Thanks once again to Lori Mills Clark Real Estate. You've got Grace Booth 1 of 1 from H5 Construction 3-point land. Alexis Reinders 0 for 3, Melton 0 for 3, and Schulke 0 for 1 from behind the arc. Got 4 rebounds out of Booth, 2 from Reinders, 1 from Melton, and 3 from Flippin. Lady Tigers being out-rebounded here at the break. 2 assists. So you got 1 from Booth and 1 from Reinders. A couple of turnovers. Melton has a couple of steals. Amy Flippin has a steal. Grace Booth with a steal. Grace Booth with a block. Amy Flippin should have one in there too. I think they missed one. Looking at Canyon's inside the numbers. We've got Ileana Hernandez. Let's see. Sydney Winfrey 2 for 5 from the field. She's 1. Cambry Grazer 1 from 2 from the behind the arc. Jaylee Moss 1 for 3. Hit a big 3-pointer there a second ago. Dennison Woodruff also has a 3-pointer on 1 for 1 from behind the arc. Rebounds, you have 1 from Wright. 7 rebounds from Sydney Winfrey. That's been a big key in this score right here. Sydney Winfrey rebounding against Amy Flippin and also her defense on Amy Flippin. We got the Cambry Grazer with 3 rebounds. Jaylee Moss has 2 rebounds. Dennison Woodruff with 1 rebound. 3 assists out of Grazer as well. All right, let's take a look at the team scoring by the numbers. We'll do that after this break. This is Lady Tigers Championship Basketball on the Glen Rose Sports Network.
When it comes to protecting things that are important, trust Texas Quality Structures. Texas Quality Structures has a huge selection of wood and metal sheds, garages, carports, barns, and cabins. Texas Quality Structures has locations in Glen Rose and Stephenville. Visit them at texasqualitystructures.com. Ask them about their monthly specials. Texas Quality Structures, where we've got you covered.
Los Primos Mexican Restaurant and Cantina at 902 Northeast Big Bend Trail in Glen Rose is open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m., serving the best authentic Mexican dishes in Somerville County, tacos, nachos, enchiladas, and more. Dine in or call for takeout at 254-897-2377. Everyone loves the best tacos in town. Come on down to Los Primos Mexican Restaurant and Cantina today. Go Tigers!
Welcome back to the regional finals here at the Rip Griffin Center in Lubbock. Lubbock Christian University, the host of this matchup. Actually, I think Texas Tech University is the host of the tournament, and they host it at LCU. Either way, it's a great facility. Every time we've been here, almost every time we've been here. All right, it's going to be Glen Rose. By the numbers, in the first quarter, 2 of 10 shooting for 20%. They were 0 for 3. From behind the arc, 1 for 1 from the free throw line. In the second quarter, they were 2 for 13 from the field, 15.4%. 1 of 5 from behind the arc at 20%. Didn't shoot any free throws. By the quarters for Canyon, 2 for 8 in the first quarter from the field, 25%. No threes on 0 for 4 shooting, and 2 for 2 from the line. Second quarter, 6 of 8 from the field, 75% there. 4 for 5 from behind the arc at 80%. If they keep up that pace, it's going to be hard to beat the Canyon Lady Eagles. Any team that shoots 4 for 5 or 80% from behind the arc is going to be hard to beat in that quarter. All right, let's look at it for the game. The Lady Tigers 4 for 23 from the field. Been a while since they've shot that. Looked a little bit frustrated, and main thing they can do when they come out and not look at the scoreboard. 17.4% from the field, 12.5% from behind the three-point line on 1 of 8 from back there. Only one free throw on the day so far. That was from Amy Flippin, and she hit it. Game for Canyon, 8 of 16 in the first half, 50% from the field, 44% from behind the arc on 4 of 9 shooting. They've also hit both free throws they've shot at 2 for 2. All right, turnovers. Glen Rose with 2. Canyon has not turned it over yet. I don't know how. Melton has a steal, but has 2 steals, but no turnovers for Canyon. I think they missed that one. Paint points, 6 each. Second chance points, 2 each. Canyon with 3 fast breaks, and Canyon with 5 points off the bench. For the way the scoring went in the first, biggest lead for Glen Rose was 3. That was in the first 9 seconds of the ball game at 7:51 when they took that lead. Biggest lead for Canyon was 15. That was with 1:10 left in the second. Best scoring runs was only that 3-point run out of the Lady Tigers, 11-point run for Canyon. That was midway through the second. There's been 1 lead change, 1 tie. The Canyon Lady Eagles have led for 13 minutes and 11 seconds. The Lady Tigers have led for 4 minutes and 40 seconds and find themselves down on the scoreboard here 22-10 at the half. We get close to that second half starting. The Backyard Elements third quarter coming up, thanks to Glen Rose Pest Control for bringing us the opening tip. We haven't had any tie balls in the first half. Change of possession. And thanks to Glen Rose Vet Clinic for bringing us that. We'll take a break and be back with more on the Glen Rose Sports Network.
Boyd Plumbing is a combat veteran-owned company and has been serving the Glen Rose area for over 20 years, specializing in commercial and residential plumbing. We offer a wide range of services, including leak repairs, water heater inspections, drain line cleanouts, and much more. Call us today at 254-897-3692 for all your plumbing needs. Boyd Plumbing. We want to be your hometown plumber.
Welcome back to Lady Tigers basketball. As the Lady Eagles take the court, we're ready for the third quarter. Backyard Elements third quarter. All right, here we go. 16 minutes to decide who's going to San Antonio. Shot up by the Lady Tigers, no good. Put back by Grace Booth, it's up and it's good. Grace Booth will start things off here in this second half with a bucket. And she's fouled, and Glen Rose Family Dental free throw coming up. Old-fashioned three-point play here. One shot for Grace Booth. Has not shot a free throw yet today. Could make it back to a single-digit game. Didn't get it done in the first quarter, but you can do it in the first 10 seconds. The shot is up. It rattles around, no good. It's going to be off the rim. It's going to be a 10-point lead here for Canyon, their first possession of the second half. 22-12 the score. Hernandez top of the key. Be interesting to see what adjustments were made in the 2 locker rooms. 2 great coaches leading these 2 teams. That's a big reason why they're here. A whistle and a timeout called by Coach Lombard. 27 seconds into this quarter. Take a break and be back. Tell you what's a 30-second break. We're going to take a real short break and be right back. Welcome back to Lady Tigers basketball, 22-12 your score. Coach Lombard saw Jaylee Moss trapped down in the paint with a basketball. That's how important the possessions are right here. He did not want to waste their first possession of the second half on a turnover. So it's going to be Eagle basketball, Canyon basketball. They throw it to Hernandez in the backside. She'll shoot the 3 to open the third quarter, and it's good. Hernandez with a three-pointer. Her first points of the day, and it stretches it back out to 13, 25-12. They've been hitting shots. Lady Tigers have missed a lot of easy ones. Only one from behind the three-point arc. Lob pass into Flippin. Ball above her head, trying to knock it out of her hands, and now they get it back out to Reinders. Long pass to Bunt, right side. Brings it up top. Lady Eagles in a man-to-man zone. Three-pointer from Reinders. It's off the front of the rim, no good. A rebound by Hernandez. You got to come up with points on your possessions, and you got to stop them on theirs. And so far, they're outscoring us in the third quarter. They win that second quarter 16-5. So Winfrey, top of the key. They'll throw left side to right. Right's going to take it to the middle of the paint. And now to Sydney Winfrey. It's going to be a backdoor cut. Sydney Winfrey makes it a 15-point lead, matches the largest lead of the day for the Canyon Lady Eagles, 27-12. Over on the right side, Melton gets a screen from Bunt, throws it to Booth. Lady Tigers having trouble getting inside this Canyon defense. A missed shot and a rebound by Flip and knocked out of her hands. Booth will come up with the loose ball. Kicks it out to Melton. She'll shoot the three. Left side is short and a rebound by Grazer. 6 minutes to go here in this third quarter. 27-12 is the score. Canyon leads it. Melton trying to knock it out of Hernandez's hands. Up top to Winfrey. Now to Moss on the left side. Booth comes out to guard. Working through a screen from Winfrey. Moss steps back, looks for Winfrey. Almost shot a three. And now she goes to the paint. Kick out to right on the right side. The three ball's up and good. And Ty Wright with her second three of the day, and it stretches the lead now to 18 points. Coach Gazelle looks over at Coach Schulke and says, what can you do? They're making everything they shoot. We just had the halftime break, and they get this into Flippin. It's up and it's good for Amy Flippin. She has only 5 points on the day. The score now 30-14. 16-point advantage for the Lady Eagles. You got to hope, if you're Glen Rose Tiger, that they cool off a little bit. They've just been on fire. And that's for several reasons. It's Booth who knocks it away and picked up. Booth is going to be one-on-one with Winfrey. She's going to up and under, left-handed layup, too strong. A rebound by Winfrey underneath. And now the Lady Eagles will have it going the other way. Booth normally doesn't miss that shot right there. Just too strong off the glass. Right side to right. Takes it down. Right will kick it out to Grazer. She'll shoot the three. It's no good. A rebound off the rim by Amy Flippin. And now Reinders across midcourt. Goes over to the right wing, gets a screen, goes to the paint, goes to the basket, kick out Grace Booth. H5 construction three. Bang! It's in there. 5 points here in the quarter. It's back to a 13-point lead, 30-17. 4:20 to go here in the third quarter. Thanks to Backyard Elements for bringing us the third quarter. They're going to send in some subs. Treppa and Peterson will check in, and Canyon's going to turn it over. And the Lady Tigers will get it back. A couple of subs coming for Canyon as well. Number 12, Teresa Mode. Number 20, Addison Cunningham coming in for Canyon. So you've got Treppa, Peterson, Booth, Reinders, and Melton on the court for the Lady Tigers. Bunt and Flippin checked out to catch some air. Right side to Reinders on the right wing. Back up top, Booth. Moss comes out to Garter. Man-to-man deep. No, they just a zone, but they've got Cunningham following Alexis Reinders everywhere. Bunt is going to have it almost tied up. Underhand pass to Melton. Brings it top of the key. They'll pick her up there. Goes the paint. Kicks out to Reinders. Now she'll penetrate. Reinders in the lane. A floater off the rim. It's good. Alexis Reinders, her first points of the day. Come here in the third quarter. It's now 30-19. Back to an 11-point lead. The Lady Tigers have cut it to 10. Need to get within single digits here and then start chipping away in these final 12 minutes. 11 and a half minutes. Mode up top is going to be Moss. Booth comes out to challenge Jaylee Moss, and now up top to Winfrey. Swings it around left side to number 5. That's Grazer. The shot no good. A rebound by Reinders. And now Reinders will bring it down for Glen Rose. 30-19. Lady Tigers can cut it into this lead once again here with a score. Under 3 on the clock here at the Rip Griffin Center in Lubbock. Rob Matthews courtside for the regional finals here on the Glen Rose Sports Network. Get it to Booth. Wanted to drive, now she'll back it out. Wants to drive on Cunningham. Nice move, left hand put up off the rim. It's good for Grace Booth. And the score now 9-point lead, the closest we've been in a while. And a whistle and a timeout called by Coach Lombard. A Starry Sky Training Center timeout on the court. We'll take it with them. It's 30-21 on the Glen Rose Insurance scoreboard. We'll be right back.
Aaron Watson for First Financial Bank.
Between the kids' stuff, being on the road, working at my ranch, I don't always have time to focus on everyday tasks like banking. That's why I rely on the First Financial Bank mobile app. I can pull out my phone anytime, anywhere, and handle my banking business in seconds. And if I need to talk to someone, a friendly, helpful voice is only a phone call away. Take your time back with First Financial Bank's mobile banking. First Financial Bank, member FDIC.
Starry Sky Training Center timeout, 30-21. Here in the regional finals, the Canyon Lady Eagles lead the Glen Rose Tigers. Lady Tigers, the number 1 team in the state. Canyon ranked number 8 in the state last time the polls were produced. Get it into Cunningham. Now you get the defense cheer back. Had that early in the game. It went away when the game looked like out of touch. Grazer goes up off the glass. It's good for Canyon. That's Cambry Grazer, her first points of the quarter. Makes the score 32-21. Back to an 11-point lead. Got to keep chipping away. Got to play good defense and find some offensive production on your end. 32-21 Canyon leads here in the third. Up top it's going to be Booth. Looking at Moss. Gets a screen from Peterson. Goes around her. Now kick out to Melton. Almost lost it out of bounds with the right hand. Now she'll drive baseline. Gets inside position. Puts it off the glass. It's good for number 23, Lily Melton. And back to single digits. Cunningham throws left side to Moss. Looks at a three. Won't shoot it. Cunningham to Mode on the right side now. Amy Flippin's going to check in at the next whistle. Left side, it's going to be Moss. One dribble, throws right side to Cunningham into Grazer. Puts it on the floor, wants to attack. Now she kick out to Mode. Does not pull the trigger on the long shot. Now inside to Grazer once again on the left elbow. She'll drive on Peterson, throws it out of bounds. A whistle and a foul called on Brooklyn Peterson. It's going to be her first personal foul. It's going to be, I think, the first team foul on the Lady Tigers. Coach Gazelle getting some words in with the official there. Minute 32 on this Glen Rose Insurance Agency clock, and it's going to be number 5, Cambry Grazer. 2 for 2 for the free throw line today. Baxter Chemical free throw up and good. Man, we had several Glen Rose Vet Clinic tie balls last night. We haven't had any today. No change of possession on a tie ball. Alternating possession arrow. Triple's going to leave, and Reinder's going to come in. You've got starting 5 in, but you've got Morris in instead of Bunt. 33-23 the score. Second shot coming up for Grazer. It's good. Makes them both. Gets 2 out of 2 on that trip, and coming in is going to be Ty Wright. Hold on, what happened? They say it's red ball. I think maybe the free throw is not going to count for some reason. So the point does not count. Second free throw, no good. For some kind of lane violation underneath. Lady Tiger basketball, 10-point lead, 33-23. Melton. Goes right side to Booth. Inside to Flippin. Backdoor cut. Morris at the block, kicks it out to Reinders. She'll shoot the 3 right side. H5 Construction three-pointers in there, and it's good for Alexis Reinders. It makes the score 33-26. The Lady Tigers battling back into the ball game. It's been silent since about the end of the first quarter, as it's been all Canyon. Starting to feel some of that momentum moving to the other side of the gym. Moss drives baseline, and she'll take it out to the corner. Back up top to Winfrey. Now to Mode on the left side. Winfrey looks at the rim, won't shoot it. Right side to Hernandez. 54 seconds and counting here in the Backyard Elements third. Mode on the left wing. Loses it and picked up by Melton. Melton off to the races, and she's going to be cut off by Mode. And looks up top to Reinders. She'll shoot the 3 right side. Can she hit 2 in a row? Just out of the rim. It's going to be picked up. A loose ball actually picked up by Moss. Morris was in there trying to pick it up. Jaylee Moss comes out of there with it, and Canyon will have it across midcourt to Hernandez. 25 seconds on the clock. Tie right, they'll hold it and play for 1 here. It's a 7-point lead. This is the closest we've been since early in the second quarter. 16 minutes ago. On the clock, 16 minutes ago. It's been about 40 minutes ago in real time since we've been this close to Canyon. See if we can come up with a defensive stand here. Canyon's going to get the ball to start the fourth quarter. Mode's going to drive, a whistle and a foul called with 1.2 on the clock. Say it's on number 20, Jewel Morris. That'll be her first personal foul. No harm, no foul, so they're going to throw the ball in. Actually, there's no harm, but it's a good foul, really. It stops the drive to the basket as it was on the floor. So it'll be Canyon basketball with 1.2 seconds on the clock. They'll throw it in. See what play they've got for a 1 second on the clock. You can catch and shoot. Grazer gets it into Winfrey. She'll shoot a straightaway three. It's off the back iron and no good. We go to the fourth as Canyon leads Glen Rose 33-26. We've got a lot of basketball left here in the fourth quarter. We'll be right back on the Glen Rose Sports Network.
Polish Family Dental is located here in Glen Rose. We offer general and cosmetic dentistry. A few of our perks is we have a discount plan if you do not have insurance. If you are someone with insurance, we accept PPO policies. We can fit you in for same-day emergencies, and we also offer care credit. If you are wanting to be a new patient with us, you can visit us at 104 Spanish Oak Trail. Give us a call at 254-897-3143, and we would love to talk to you and get you scheduled. And as for that, go Tigers!
Sexton Mill sits just off the Glen Rose Square on the Paluxy River and is a must-stop for great food, cold drinks, live music, and tons of family fun. Sexton Mill is the oldest family-owned business in Somerville County. Starting in the early 1960s, it's the place for your feed, seed, and fertilizer, and a place where all the locals sat and visited. Today, the Sextons continue to open their doors to your family as a perfect spot on the river to hang out and enjoy a great time. Find a spot inside the historic building or sit outside along the river under the trees while the kids feed the ducks. Sexton Mill, a very proud supporter of everything Glen Rose Tigers.
Welcome back to Lady Tigers basketball. It's the fourth quarter. The winner goes to state. The Lady Tigers lead by 7. Preseason rankings, the season rankings don't mean anything now. You've got to produce here in this fourth quarter in Lubbock. Moss on the left wing. Tall task for both of these teams. Moss over in the corner. Now to Winfrey. Up top to Wright. Wright wants to drive and brings it over to Grazer. Back up top to Winfrey. Left side to Hernandez. They're going to be very patient, make sure they get good shots here. Canyon, they're not going to just shove up some kind of desperation three unless they're open. They're trying to get it to Moss. Wright picks up a loose ball. Off the glass, no good. A rebound by Reinders. And the Lady Tigers have a chance here to cut back into this lead. They could cut it to a 4-point lead. They haven't led since early in the first 3-0. 3-3 was the score. No, 3-2 is when last time they scored. The last time they led. Booth, top of the key, is going to drive. Wright falls down. Booth puts it up, no good. And Amy Flippin comes up with a loose ball. Throws it up top to Reinders. Reinders puts it on the floor. Reverse pivot, kick out. There's a whistle and a double dribble called. That's the call, double dribble, 33-26. Hernandez left side to Wright. Now in the corner to Winfrey. Coach Gazelle didn't like the call. Winfrey puts it off the glass and puts it in. Sydney Winfrey, a junior on this team. She's awfully good. Awfully good, everything she does. Bunt. She's also a great track athlete. Whole family athletes there from Canyon. The Winfreys. Booth going to be called for a travel. Turnover as it was hit out of her hands, or looked like they're going to try to tie it up, but anyway, they call a travel there. It's going to be another turnover, 35-26. Now you see the Lady Tigers coming into the press. I don't know that we've seen much of a press yet today, but you do now. Moss, 6:14 in the ball game, and Lady Tigers are going to have to press here. Canyon's going to be really good, very disciplined at breaking the press. There's a three-pointer by Wright. Off the rim, no good. A rebound by Booth. And that's what you're going to have to do. Press. They're probably going to be good enough to break it and get open shots. You got to hope they miss. It's what you get coming down to. Bunt inside to Flippin. Kicks it back out to Melton for three. She just mishandled it. Couldn't get the shot off. Bunt. Puts it on the floor. She'll drive baseline. Kicks it back to Reinders. Right side. Catch and shoot the three from the right side is good. H5 construction three-pointer. A whistle and a timeout on the floor. And this lead now is cut back to 6. Timeout on the court. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back. I'll tell you what, we'll keep it here. It's a 30-second break as Coach Gazelle calls a timeout, and he's only got, scoreboard says, 1 timeout left. He's had to burn them. One of them I think he probably wishes he had back. He thought maybe the ball was going to go out of bounds and save the possession, but That was in the second quarter. He was doing anything he could to keep his team in the game because Canyon had us on the ropes there for just a moment. But we're going to play 5 minutes and 41 seconds with only one timeout. Okay. 35-29 the score. They're going to get out of the press. No, Melton's going to come up in the press. They'll come pressure the ball. Get it back to Grazer. Now Alexis Reinders waiting for him to cross midcourt. Lady Tigers within 6, 35-29. Lady Tigers have trailed by as many as 18 today. Grazer on the block against Reinders. Reinders knocks it out of her hand. They kick it back up top to Winfrey. A loose ball. Winfrey comes up with it. Out to right. Left side Moss. She'll drive baseline. Flippin's going to stop her, and it's going to be tipped out by Alexis Reinders. It's going to be Canyon basketball with 5:14 to go here in the ball game. Canyon 35, Glen Rose 29. Grazer from the baseline. Lob pass into Winfrey. Grazer in the corner, back to Winfrey, top of the key. Long pass right side to right. Now back to Winfrey. She will put it on the floor against Flippin. Spin move in the paint, kicks it up top to right. Looks at a three, but won't shoot it. Winfrey will shoot this one with Amy Flippin in her face. The shot rattles around and falls in for Sydney Winfrey. Had it down to 6. Now it's back up to a 9-point lead. You've got to come down and answer. 4:47 to go. Now Reinders on the right wing. Back to Milton. There's Booth in the triangle. Loses the ball. It's going to be a battle for it. A loose ball there, and it's going to be our first Glen Rose Vet Clinic tie ball, and it's going to stay in possession of the Glen Rose Lady Tigers, thanks to Glen Rose Vet Clinic. If you need your pet taken care of, spayed or neutered, or general health, take them over to Glen Rose Vet Clinic. 4:36 to go here in this ball game, and it's a 9-point lead for the Lady Eagles. Reinders is straight away. H5 construction three-pointer. She nails it. She's got 3 of them on the day, all of them in the second half, and now it's back to a 6-point lead. You answered their 3. Now you've got to come down and play defense against Grazer and the Lady Eagles. Right-hand dribble against Reinders. Swings it around left side to Winfrey. She'll drive to the block, kicks it back out to right, up top to Hernandez. Puts it on the floor. She'll penetrate, almost loses it. Winfrey goes baseline against Flippin, and she puts it in. Sydney Winfrey is taking this game over underneath and scores 2 points. It makes it 40-32. Oh, no, I got the scoreboard all wrong. I can fix it. Don't get too mad at me in the comments. There's a stoppage of play, and it's going to be Canyon basketball, a foul. No, a timeout called by Canyon. All right, I've got the scoreboard straight. I'm sure on social media and online I've probably been crucified for having the score wrong. However, our score is unofficial. It is 40-32. 40-32. Full timeout on the court. We'll take it with them. This is Lady Tigers Championship Basketball on the Glen Rose Sports Network.
Are you already thinking about what you're going to eat next? Come to Big Cup Eatery and get your food and drinks. Did you know we're known for the biggest biscuits in Texas? We offer breakfast all day, American and Mexican food. Sweet Tooth, we've got you covered there too. We're open 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. We offer dine-in, deck seating, delivery, catering, and so much more. Big group, we have plenty of seating, so come on in. Located in Glen Rose, come to Big Cup Eatery.
Welcome back to the regional tournament in Lubbock. It's the regional finals of Region 1 4A. The winner of this game goes to the Alamo Dome in San Antonio. They'll play either the winner of Canton and Lincoln, the winner of Waco, La Vega, and Madisonville. That game going on right now. It's probably getting close to being over, too. It started the same time we did. And then the winner of Region 4, either Fredericksburg or Bernie. Region 2 and Region 4 start at 3 p.m. Timeout there by the Lady Eagles. And we've got, they're sending the teams back. So I don't know if we have issues in the gym over something. And we don't know if it's going to be something on the court. Looks like there might be blood out on the court under the basket. And they call for the medical team to come out and clean it up. I don't know that it's a bunch of blood. I can't see it, but this is a gray court. And as you look at it on the screen, I bet it's hard to see that high school three-point line. Well, it's just as hard to see it here in the gym. Yeah, they're putting on their gloves at the free throw line, and they're going to wipe up some blood on the court. Now they're looking around to find more. As the arena crew here to clean up this floor with their blood cleaning up kit, whatever it is. The official pointing all the different dots, so somebody's bleeding out there. It's got to be a pretty good cut to be dripping blood. It's in the paint on the Glen Rose end is where they're cleaning it up. And they've got it spread all over. They're making several passes at it. They were on the left side of the lane. Now they're over on the right side of the lane, and now they're pointing and telling them there's more at midcourt. They've got it all over. We're going to take a break as they clean up this mess on the court. 3:47 to go in the ball game. A stoppage of play because of what appears to be blood on the court here at LCU. We'll be right back.
In the world of sports, every second counts. And when it comes to your orthopedic needs, time is of the essence too. Introducing Cross Timbers Orthopedics. Led by a team of elite specialists, we analyze every detail to provide accurate diagnoses designed to get you moving again as quickly as possible. There's only one team trusted by the pros, the official physicians of Tarleton State. Cross Timbers Orthopedics, a legacy in motion. Visit our website or call now to schedule your appointment.
You know, when it comes to protecting things that are important, trust Texas Quality Structures. Texas Quality Structures has a huge selection of wood and metal sheds, garages, carports, barns, and cabins. Texas Quality Structures has locations in Glen Rose and Stephenville. Visit them at texasqualitystructures.com. Ask them about their monthly specials. Texas Quality Structures, where we've got you covered.
Welcome back here to Rip Griffin Center in Lubbock. Still cleaning up the court now over by the Canyon end of the court. A lot of it up that right side. Somebody must have been bleeding pretty good. Don't know where it would come from. I don't see any gashes on anybody. You've got some smiles over on the Canyon bench. And now you got the Lady Tigers at midcourt huddle up. They're starting to smile a little bit. When they come out of that timeout, they were looking up at the scoreboard and had maybe a panic look, but now they're out there smiling, ready for this final 4 minutes to go by. And now they're going all the way down the baseline. Man, I just can't see it from my vantage point. It's on the opposite end of the court from where I'm at, or opposite side of the court. Closer to the benches. I am positioned straight across from the scorer's table. If you see on the screen, if you're watching on NFHS, you see the McDonald's sign. Well, I'm directly across the court. Mike can see me just under the Glen Rose score on there. That's my position on the court, and I can't see it from there. Still looking at more places on the court. I've never seen this before, and now Coach Gazelle's going to call his girls back over. As now they're trying to wipe up 2 or 3 different places. And I don't know, this could have been from last night's game. I would think they would have noticed it before we get to the fourth quarter. Bizarre here for this long of a stoppage of play, but hey, I think it works in the favor of Coach Gazelle and the Lady Tigers. Actually, maybe not. They had some momentum going. Anyway, thanks for joining us here on the Glen Rose Sports Network. I'm Rob Matthews. It's been a pleasure to bring you today's ball game here. All the games here from the Rip Griffin Center. Okay, we're ready for action here. Teams are back out on the court. It's going to be Canyon basketball. After the Starry Sky Training Center timeout. Possession arrow points towards Canyon. Now they get it into Moss. Full court pressure from the Lady Tigers. Grazer in the backcourt, throws right side to Moss. Fake pass. And now left side to Grazer. Up the court to Winfrey. A long pass across. They throw it away. Lady Tigers press causes a turnover. You've cut it down to 6. Now can you cut it down to 5 right here? 40-32. Right side to Booth. Inside to Flippin. Puts it on the floor. Kicks it back up top to Grace. Inside to Amy. At the free throw line. Hands it off to Booth. Back out to Reinders. Reinders wants to drive. Grazers cuts her off. Out to Bunt. Back up top, Melton. Fakes the dribble right, goes left. Back up top to Bunt. We approach the 3-minute mark here. Down by 8. Reinders up top to Bunt. This Canyon defense is just so good. It's hard to come down and get a quick score. It's hard to beat them in transition. Flippin's going to put it on the floor and kicks it back out. Bunt will shoot the 3 right side. No good. A rebound underneath is a whistle and a foul call that's going to be on. It's going to be on Amy Flippin. Melton is the one that hit the deck. That's 3 fouls on Amy. So they're going to say they're going to bring it back down here. It's going to be, who'd they call the foul on? I didn't even see what happened. Now they're going to come talk to Coach Tate Lombard and let him know. So obviously it's going to go against Canyon. So not Amy Flippin's 3rd. She's still got 2 on the, it's going to be on 4. Sydney Winfrey, it's her 3rd. All right, Bunt will throw it in. Lob pass into Reinders. Under 3 minutes. Booth wants to drive left on Tay Wright. Stops at the block, puts it up off the glass. No good. A rebound. Flippin, loses it out of her hands and brought down by Jaylee Moss. Just couldn't come up with a basketball there. 8-point lead for Canyon. Melton comes to pressure Hernandez. They trap the ball, throw it to Winfrey. Right side to Grazer. Open 3 on the right side is good. A 3-pointer for number 5, Cambry Grazer. Makes it an 11-point lead here in the 4th. 2:20 to go. Lady Tigers in desperation mode now, down double digits with just over 2 minutes. Left side to Bunt. You got to shoot the basketball. You're going to have a hard time feeding it into Amy Booth. That's going to shoot the straightaway 3. It's good. Grace Booth for 3. H5 Construction 3-pointer. Makes it back to an 8-point lead now. 35-43. Long pass up to Winfrey. Right side to Moss. She'll shoot the 3 right side. It's in and out, no good. A rebound's tipped out to Coach Lombardi. Pulled the time out of his pocket real quick, but they don't give it to him. They say the ball touched out of bounds. It's going to be Lady Tiger basketball down by 8, 43-35. A minute 53 and counting in the ball game. Left side to Bunt. It's going to be hard to play the free throw game against this Canyon team too. So far the difference in the ball game has been that second quarter, a 16-5 advantage for Canyon in that stanza. Right side, Booth, she'll shoot another long 3. Right side, it's off the rim, no good. No rebounders there. Grazer comes up with it. Now Hernandez will push it. A minute and a half to go. Winfrey will slow it down, and now he might have to go into foul game. They get it on the right side, and they are going to have to foul. Moss is going to hold it, and Booth is going to foul Jaylee Moss. And that's only the first team foul, so we've got to foul them 4 more times. They're going to send in Trepa and Morris for their fouls. Probably take out Flippin, and they will. Flippin only with 2 fouls, but you got to be able to get to them, foul them. You've got to foul 4 times. Canyon's going to throw it in. They get it to Moss, and they're going to foul her once again. This will go on Grace Booth. That should be 3 on her. Grace Booth with 17 points in today's ball game. Now Bunt's going to come back in. Grazer once again will throw it in from the sideline and get it into Winfrey. Winfrey's going to be fouled by Morris. It's going to be a foul on number 20, Jewel Morris. That's 3 team fouls. Got to have 2 more. Grazer will throw it in once again from the sideline. Gets it into Winfrey. And Winfrey's going to be fouled by Reinders. That's 4, so 1 more. Clock stops with a minute 18 left here in the ball game. Now they're going to call Jewel Morris out and Trepa. All right, so 1 more foul here, and Canyon will shoot. Grazer from the sideline. Trying to get Amy Flippin away from the basket. They've got Amy Flippin way up above the key. Now Moss. They're going to come foul Jaylee Moss. And I don't know if Booth can do it there now. For some reason, they're not fouling. They're going to come and try to pressure the ball and throw it to Hernandez. Back to Moss. And now they finally foul with 59 seconds, almost 19 seconds off the clock there. Foul on Booth. That's 4. (43-35) the score. It's going to send Jaylee Moss to the line. She'll be shooting free throws for Julia Placer State Farm. Jaylee Moss looks at the rim, and the first shot is no good. They want Moss to shoot, it looks like. Eight-point lead. 1 timeout for the Lady Tigers. Shot is up, it's good. So she makes 1 of 2. They get it into Melton. Under a minute to go. The winner goes to the state tournament. It's a 9-point lead for Canyon. Up top, it's going to be Booth. Number 1 team in the state on the ropes here. They get it to Reinders. Reinders wants to drive, steps back. Now right side to Bunt. Inside to Flippin. Back post to post. Bunt. Booth left side puts it up and in. A whistle and a timeout called by Coach Gazelle. Starry Sky Trading Center timeout cuts the lead to 7. He burns his last timeout in the ball game. He's going to have to know. He's going to tell them who they're going to foul and what the foul situation is, and that's what we're going to get into. And then you've got to have the rest of the game planned because you can't stop the clock anymore. Possession arrow points towards Canyon's bench. 42 seconds here in the ball game. After the game and the post-game show, we will have our final stats and wrap things up. Also, they will be awarding the all-tournament team and the medals, and we will carry that coverage on the video stream on NFHS. Coach Lombard coaching up his girls. Coach Gazelle over there letting his girls know what the plan is defensively, who you're going to foul. Now, I can't imagine that there's a bad free throw shooter on the Canyon team. He's probably watched a lot of film and has some stats on him, and he knows maybe who they want to foul, but even Moss, if you want to foul her, she just showed she's going to make some free throws. What did she do last night, free throw-wise? Let's go over last night's game. Free throws, man, they're all good. 23, Hutchison was 0 for 2. She's not in the ball game. 21 last night, Jaylee Moss was 0 for 1 for the free throw line. They get the ball in to Moss in the backcourt. Full court pressure. Down by 7. They're going to come and stop Moss and get it to Hernandez. Alexis Reinders knocks it out of her hand. Moss picks it up. The clock running 30 seconds. And got to foul Moss somewhere. They're not calling a foul. Now they get it back up to Hernandez. And now Reinders comes up and grabs Hernandez. And you got to be careful because you can say foul them, right? That's easy to say. But you got to make sure you foul them the correct way, because if they say it's intentional, then they get the shots and the foul, shots and the ball. And that's not what you want. But you also don't want time to run off the clock, and the Lady Tigers were fouling there, just wasn't getting it called. Hernandez will be at the line shooting free throws. Glen Rose Family Dental free throws. First one hits the back iron. It's no good. 22.7 seconds left. It's 44-37. Second shot from Hernandez, it's good. Gets 1 of 2. Flippin will get the ball into Reinders. 22 seconds on the clock. Reinders over on the right wing. 8-point lead. Booth with a long 3. It's going to be short and out of bounds. 13 seconds on the clock. Canyon can smell it. The Eagle fans on their far side standing up watching. The Glen Rose fans, they can read the scoreboard as well. They get it into Winfrey. Now to Grazer. A whistle and a timeout called. Starry Sky Training Center time. Oh, wait. Do we have a foul away from the basketball? 23, Melton. That'll be her first. It's going to send Winfrey to the line to shoot free throws. Not the one that Coach Gazelle was probably hoping to see at the line. She steps up there and shoots it, makes it. And Canyon has a 9-point lead with 8 seconds left. Second shot coming up from Sydney Winfrey. The shot is up, and it is good. Makes them both 10-point lead into Melton. Melton looks right side to Reinders. She'll shoot a long-distance three. It's off the rim, no good. Moss with the rebound, and the clock will expire. The Canyon Lady Eagles are headed to the state tournament in San Antonio. They knock off the number 1 Glen Rose Lady Tigers here in the regional finals, and the Lady Eagles are going to state for the 29th time in program history. Congratulations to the Lady Eagles on their qualification to the state tournament. And, man, what a year, what a run the Lady Tigers have had this year, last year. A loss in the state semifinals a year ago to Waco La Vega. A loss here in the regional finals in Lubbock to the Canyon Lady Eagles. And the Lady Tigers basketball season now is over. We'll take a break and be back with our postgame show. Stay tuned. This is Lady Tigers basketball on the Glen Rose Sports Network.
Los Primos Mexican Restaurant and Cantina at 902 Northeast Big Bend Trail in Glen Rose is open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m., serving the best authentic Mexican dishes in Somerville County, tacos, nachos, enchiladas, and more. Dine in or call for takeout at 254-897-2377. Everyone loves the best tacos in town. Come on down to Los Primos Mexican Restaurant and Cantina today. Go Tigers!
Welcome back to Lady Tigers basketball here at the Rip Griffin Center in Lubbock. The Lady Tigers fall to the Canyon Lady Eagles today by a score of 47-37. Canyon Lady Eagles are the regional champions. Their 18th consecutive trip to this tournament, and they win it today. 18 consecutive trip to this tournament. Not in program history, consecutive trips to the tournament. And they win it here. I got it right here. It fell off. It fell off. That basketball fell off, so I was telling him. The Lady Tigers sitting on their bench waiting for the awards presentation. And the Lady Eagles getting ready as well as they await to get their medals. As the crew here at Texas Tech and the UIL will get their post-game award ceremony in order. Oh, man. Heartbreaking day for the Lady Tigers. Number 1 team in the state, and you fall to the number 8 team in the state. And tell you what, Canyon's just been getting better all year. We talked about it earlier. Canyon was beaten by Decatur in December, 41-40 in overtime. And their trajectory since that game on all throughout district, they just keep getting better. And that's what they've done. They have come to Lubbock and found a way to knock off the number 1 Glen Rose Lady Tigers. Look at our Lori Mills Clark Real Estate final stats today. It is 47-37. Let me do one thing real quick. All right. Final stats today. First for the Glen Rose Lady Tigers. They get 19 points out of Grace Booth. Grace was 8 of 17 from the field, 3 of 5 from behind the arc, only 0 for 1 from the free throw line. She had 7 rebounds today, 19 points. Abigail Bunt was 0 for 2 from three-point land in the ball game. Alexis Reinders 4 of 13 from the field, 3 of 9 from behind the arc, 4 rebounds on the day, had 11 points total, 3 assists. Lily Melton finishes with 2 points, 1 of 7 from the field, and 0 for 4 from the three-point line. Amy Flippin finished with 5 points. That's well below her season average, 2 for 7 from the field. The Canyon girls did a great job on Amy Flippin. They had a great plan for Amy down low. Aubrey Shoki 0 for 1. Jewel Morris had a couple of fouls there and an assist. For the Canyon Lady Eagles this afternoon, it is Ty Wright who finishes with 6 points, 2 of 4 from the field, 2 of 3 from behind the arc. She had 6 points, 1 assist. Ileana Hernandez, 1 for 2 from the field, 1 for 2 from 3, and she had a foul and 4 points. Sydney Winfrey finishes as the Canyon Lady Eagles leading scorer. Grace Booth is the game's leading scorer. Sydney Winfrey with 15 points, 6 of 9 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3. She was perfect, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. They're late in the ball game, had 10 rebounds, 15 points, 3 assists. Cambry Grazer, 3 of 6 from the field, 2 of 4 from behind the arc. She was also 3 for 4 from the stripe, had 6 rebounds, 11 points, and 4 assists. Jaylee Moss had a big game today, played 40 minutes. That can't be right. We only played 32. It's, man, oh, they must have this on like the college game because they've got minutes are all messed up. Moss, 1 for 2. They're going to announce their all-tournament team right now. Number 21, Jaylee Moss will be in the all-tournament team. Congratulations to Jaylee. She had a big day today. Had 6 points, but really 6 big points and played lots of big minutes. Did a great job for the Canyon Lady Eagles. Amy Flippin is going to be on the all-tournament team for the Glen Rose Lady Tigers. She'll come out and get her all-tournament award. Congratulations to the senior. Sad to see her go, but a lot of people around the state and around the district for sure are not sad to see Amy Flippin go. She has been a thorn in their side for 4 years. Grazer is going to be all-tournament team for the Canyon Lady Eagles. They should also have I bet you the number 12 from Canyon Randall, Sanchez, will be all-tournament as well, even though they're not in the game today. Might have one from Decatur, too. Grace Booth is going to be on the all-tournament team of this regional tournament. So congratulations to the other senior, Grace Booth. One of the other seniors, Grace Booth and Amy Flippin. And probably the MVP coming up, I would anticipate, being Sydney Winfrey. Yep, that's who they announced. Sydney Winfrey. She's something special. Something special. I'll tell you that. Continuing here for the final stats, Teresa Mode finishes with 2 points, and Woodruff finishes with 3. The way the game went today, Canyon as a team, they shoot 55% from the field, 50 from 3, and 70% from the free throw line. The Lady Tigers shoot 31.9% on 15 to 47 from the field, 6 of 21 from behind the arc. Lady Tigers coming out to get their team trophy, or their team medals. 6 of 21 from behind the 3 line on 28.6%, and the Lady Tigers 50% from the stripe. Largest lead of the day was 18 for Canyon, 3 for Glen Rose, the biggest run. The Lady Tigers had a 9-0 run. They're about midway through the third quarter. 11-point run for Canyon midway through the second. 1 lead change, 1 tie. The Lady Eagles led for 33 minutes and 11 seconds of this ball game. Glen Rose led for 4 minutes and 40 seconds. Early, never regained the lead after they gave it up in the first quarter. It's Coach Watkins, Coach Langford, and the cheerleaders out handing medals out to the Glen Rose girls. And now they'll come over and do the same in a moment for the Canyon Lady Eagles. Glen Rose scored 4 points off turnovers. Canyon had 2. Glen Rose with 18 points in the paint. 14 points in the paint from the Lady Eagles. Second chance points, 4-2 Glen Rose. Canyon with 3 fast breaks and 5 bench points, and the Lady Tigers had none of that. Says the attendance today was 398 here from the Rip Griffin Center in Lubbock. And I think the Lady Tigers fans had further to travel, but I think maybe outnumbered the Canyon fans as they Canyon Lady Eagles getting their medals down on the court right now. And they'll cut down the nets. We'll probably step aside once they start doing that. But, man, congratulations to Canyon. Just an outstanding weekend they've had here in Lubbock. And you can't say enough about the year and the run that the Lady Tigers have had over the last, 15 to 16 months. Going undefeated in district play and going to the state tournament a year ago, and it just comes up short today against Canyon here in the regional finals. Coach Gazelle's making his way over here. I don't know if we'll catch him on the microphone or not, but if we do, we'll be glad to share that with you as they give the trophy to Canyon. The regional championship trophy to the Canyon Lady Eagles and Coach Lombard. I've got head coach Ramsey Gazelle with us. Coach, heartbreaking day today. Your thoughts on today's game?
Yeah, it is. It's absolutely heartbreaking. These girls fought so hard all year and worked so hard and, really deserved to get back to state, but just wasn't our day. I don't know, first half really doomed us in. We had really point-blank shots, just couldn't get any of them to fall. Got the shots we wanted, just couldn't. I think someone at half said we were 3 for 25, and that'll kill you, And second half we battled back, cut to 6, I think, a couple of times or somewhere in there, and, tipped your half to Canyon. 4 made some big plays to kind of extend the lead back out.
Yeah, the second quarter, really the name of the ball game. I think we beat them by 1 point the other 3 quarters. They outscored us 16-5 in the second, shooting 4 for 5 from behind the arc and 6 of 8 from the field. They just hit some big shots there in the third quarter. We never could get those same shots to answer.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we said at halftime. Like, they're hitting tough shots, but we're not making the easy ones. We said we need to cut it to 6 at the start of the fourth. I think we cut it to 7. But then we just, like I said, we could never get it really closer than that.
All right, Coach, I know you want to go back with your team and visit with them. Thanks for joining us here in the postgame. Congratulations on a great season.
Thank you.
That's Coach Gazelle, head coach of the Lady Tigers, as they fall today 47-37 to the Canyon Lady Eagles. The Lady Eagles going to the state tournament for the 29th time in program history. That's going to do it for our broadcast here today from Lubbock. I want to thank our camera expert up top, Ella Maserati, the very talented Ella Maserati, for bringing us the camera pictures you see here in the gym today. Thanks to Jason Hodges last night for helping us out in the ball game. And, man, just can't say enough about this Glen Rose team and what they've done this year. I know, Coach, I didn't even want to ask him about the graduation of his seniors coming up, Grace Booth, Jewel Morris, and Amy Flippin. Not real sure you'd be able to get through that one. I know they mean a ton to him. And they'll be graduating and parting ways with the Glen Rose basketball program in May. That's going to do it for our broadcast. I've been Rob Matthews bringing you today's game. Thank you for joining us on the Glen Rose Sports Network and on NFHS. We will see you next time. So long from the Rip Griffin Center in Lubbock.